Good morning. I'm Nicole Constant, a photography intern at Safe Cities. Today we are here with the Executive Director, Ms May. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and how you got involved with Safe Cities?
Good day, Nicole. I am Samantha May. I'm from Cape Town, South Africa, um, and I am the Executive Director of the organization. How I got involved in Safe Cities, I was at the tender age of 19, where I was invited to be a part of Safe Cities organized training at the time in Bishop Lavis. Um, at the time, I was fresh out of college, hustling, as youngsters, we're trying to make things better for ourselves, trying to keep a job. But at the same time, I was desiring more of life, more of God, more of just having a better opportunity. Because at the time, I was going through personal challenges and there wasn't a way out for me at all. And I definitely didn't want to be another statistic in our community. I wanted a better life for myself. And then I was presented with Safe Cities to attend the organized training. And what drew me was how Safe Cities showed that care and support. I felt seen as a young person. I felt that my voice mattered. And that really inspired me to become a part of Safe Cities. And if I can just add, because of Safe Cities, I was able to travel the world. I was able to complete my Bachelor's of Arts degree in Political Studies and Sociology. And I was able to get certified as a project manager, administrator. And so a lot of opportunities came to me because I made that change within myself to become a better person and also made a better commitment to the organization.
Yeah, so you mentioned like you basically dedicated yourself to the career, but now what inspired you to dedicate yourself to this organization?
Yeah, growing up, I was always involved in church programs, so doing outreach, doing holiday programs, coming from a background where my parents was always involved in the community, so that's all I saw, that's all that I knew, and just a love for people was always embedded inside of me. But what inspired me was the teachings that I received at Safe Cities, that you don't have to accept your norm. You don't have to become like everyone else, that you can become a better person. And because I implemented those teachings and I saw the change in my personal life, I was inspired to give other people that similar opportunity because I know because my life changed and I know that what was presented to me worked. I said, I want to give that to other people. And therefore, I dedicated my life to the cause and objective of Safe Cities. And it's been almost 15 years now, and I do not regret that decision.
You weren't always the executive director.
Mm.
You had to build yourself up to get there. So, how would you describe your role as the executive director for Safe Cities?
Yeah, so like I said, through Safe Cities, I was able to obtain my education and because of all the travel and the different opportunities and courses and trainings that I went to and attended to, I was able to now know as an executive director, the main role now for me is to create and assist and initiate programs and projects within the organization, as well as implement organizational structures and policies. My role also is to seek out and connect with stakeholders that will help us enhance what we do in the organization. And lastly, my role is also to ensure that we are implementing the objective and vision of the organization and ensure that it runs successfully.
You mentioned other stakeholders. How does Safe Cities engage with local communities and other stakeholders to create the notable change we see?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, that Safe Cities presented organized training, and in this organized training, we have been trained how to do surveys within the community, and that's how we establish the self-interest and needs of the community. And so, even to this day, that is what Safe Cities is still doing. We conduct surveys within the community, we do flyer drives, we do door knockings, one-on-ones, just to let the community know that we are here as an organization and we are here to help you What we also do is we run various programs within our organization where we invite the community in to be trained, to be developed. We also do community meetings to engage with the community, to let them know what we're doing and that there's opportunity for them to be empowered as well. And we also go on the schools where we speak to the principals and we ask the principals what is their need in their schools. And with that, Safe Cities then creates programs that will assist the school in ensuring that their needs are met, whether it's with the teachers, whether it's with the children, the students. That is how we engage with our community, as well as touching other community leaders within our area right now to see what are they doing, how can we partner, how can we connect in order to ensure that our community is being developed, whether through safety, education, entertainment. That's what we're all about.
That's really good. So I know the motto is igniting community transformation. So what is your future for Safe Cities and where do you see the organization evolving?
I always said a few years ago, and I believe that it was the Spirit of God that inspired me with this thought that Safe Cities is going to be well known and we are going to be one of the biggest organizations, not just in Cape Town, but throughout Africa. And that is my goal, to ensure that jobs are constantly being created, especially for our youth, and not just our youth, but our men and women as well. The reality is our people are suffering and times is getting even tougher and it's going to get even worse. And I believe that yes, we can empower them with our programs, but that's where it's going to end. People need money. We need money as an organization. But my future plan is to ensure that jobs are being created through Safe Cities where people can be empowered but also be sustained financially so they can feel happy and free to come and work at Safe Cities, knowing that the family is also being taken care of. And not just that, like I said, Safe Cities will be known throughout Africa. This organization needs to be established in other areas and other communities within Cape Town as well as other countries of Africa, because our people's mindsets need to be changed. It needs to be transformed in order for their bloodline to be changed for good.
Yeah. You know, it's normal to face challenges and go through things. So, what are some of the biggest challenges that Safe Cities faces in its work, and how do you overcome them?
Well, like I said, funding is one of our biggest challenges. But how we overcome it is we have a really strong and committed team that is constantly working every day, looking for funding, applying for funding, connecting with other organizations and local government that will help us with funding. And not just that, we create different fundraisers that will at least sustain the daily operations. So that's one of the main things. And also, we know everyone is going through, so we do make it a point where we connect with our staff, we connect with outside people that can help our staff as well, so that we can constantly be equipped and trained as well, so we can be empowered as staff members and also to reach out to other people through what we know, because when we do better, everybody else will do better.
One of, yeah, obviously the main objective is to help the community.
Yeah.
So, what message would you like to share with the audience about the importance of creating safer, equitable communities?
Take a stand, speak up. You know, it's easy to complain about our situations and the reality of life. And like I said, it's only going to get worse. But what are we as individuals going to do about the state that we are living in? Speak out, speak up, stand up, get involved. You know, we as an organization and other organizations like us, we are the link between government, schools, family, the individual, the youth. We are that link and that bridge that presents that support and help within your community. So take advantage of what we as an organization is presenting out there for your kids, for your husband, for your wife. Get involved and help us build a better community for everyone.
The last question is, I know that you mentioned that you do, like you are on a talking basis with other organizations. So how can people, like from the community and other organizations, get involved to support Safe Cities?
We do have a website, SAFECITIESSA.com, so they can check us out on there. They can come and visit us at our center as well, 44 31st Avenue, Baldini, Alces River. Contact us on WhatsApp, oh 08, what's the number? 353 2229. That's where you can connect us with. Check us out on Facebook as well at Safe Cities. Connect with us. We are here, we are open, we are welcoming. We always want to invite people to come and see what we do. Help us so we can help you as well.
Yeah, you heard it from Ms. May. Connect with us. So thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, you're welcome.